Hey Duncan, great effort again tonight. The last lap, you have him right there, you're chasing after him. Like, what's going through your mind on the last lap?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you pretty much exactly 250 to go. The gap was, I was right on him. I was thinking in my head, like, okay, I can finish this. Like, this is perfect. Like, I'd almost rather be right behind him than right in front of him with 200 to go. So I was still optimistic there. But man, those last three barriers were rough. My legs were tired. I was taking everything I can to keep good form and not fall, and just didn't have the speed today.
You brought two teammates with you to the Dance Championships. Obviously, you're coach for the steeplechaser. You guys care about this event quite a lot. Was it meant to have teammates here this weekend?
It was awesome. I mean, it changes the whole trip. If this feels like an individual event or more like a normal track meet, you're cheering on teammates and going back and forth to the track. That makes the trip way more fun. So, super thankful to have guys with me.
Is there anything you think you can take from this race when you re-race him again at USA's in a month from now?
Always, that's something I do, is learn from every race. I was visualizing this race so many times in my head, creating a gap and breaking the tape, but that didn't happen, and that just gives me more to work on for USA's, working on that finishing speed.
Do you feel like you still have the ability to, break through and get that victory?
I think so, yeah. I have the confidence that I'm one of the strongest runners out there. I rely on strength a lot. I feel like I say this every race, but that speed is something that I need to work on. We need more faster workouts, and I got a month still. That's lots of sharpening that can be done.
You mentioned going into this race that you weren't focused on time, more just on winning. I guess, what do you think of kind of a more tactical race, I guess, for a final?
Yeah, for sure. Tactics have always been hard for me, I know that strength is my asset, and I think my greatest shot at winning is something that has a combination of strength, fast, and closing speed. So, last year I led from wire to wire. I didn't want to do that this year, so I took it easy for a couple laps and then put in a mid-race surge. The thought was either to separate for them or to just gradually squeeze it down. And it was clear that I'm not going to separate from this field. These guys are world class, so the plan was just to gradually squeeze it down. And I beat everybody in the field but once, so I'm thankful.
Were you guys on the starting line talking about the world record that went down earlier today?
Not really. It was pretty quiet coming up. Maybe we'll talk about it on the cool down. Yeah, thank you guys.